Hi, everybody. This is Doc from the Doc Stewart Show. I know I've been away for a little while. I'm sorry about that. I just had a few health issues. I did something to my arm. Then I had to pass a kidney stone, and just general cold on top of all that. But I'm feeling a lot better now. So that's where I've been. In case y'all been wondering why I haven't done a video in about 2 weeks. Well, that in the fact too, I had to check into this hotel room I'm in, as you can see behind me. Just to get away from the people at the house I'm staying at. Well, folks, today's show is going to be kind of a political show. And I try not to do political stuff on my show, but this stuff has to be talked about. That's another reason why I've been away too, been doing research and watching other videos over these topics here. Okay, first off, our President Joe Biden. Okay, I wish him the best in anything he does legally and all that stuff, but come on, folks. We all saw that debate a couple of weeks ago. He was horrible at it. He was horrible in it. Was slurring his words. He was lying out his backside. Saying that nobody in the military has died under his watch and all this stuff. And he's not fit for politics, folks. I'd say this. I know I'm going to offend probably a lot of y'all that are buying supporters and everything, but I'm sorry. He's just not fit to be president in another term. Whereas yes, I am a Republican. Donald Trump is the better candidate. He's lied too and everything like that. They've all lied. They're politicians. Come on. But I just don't like to see a man going through what President Biden is going through. Because every time I bring up my news feed on Windows, Windows, all it is just Biden this, Biden that, Biden this, Biden that. Well, I understand he's the president and everything, but folks, what can we do about it? You know, he did the Afghan withdrawal and just yanked everybody out, whereas Trump was pulling him out slowly. Yes, but Biden left military bases unguarded, left weapons and plans and equipment and everything like that that our enemies have gotten now when they're using them against other people. I mean, it's like, come on, you know, nobody does that. Should have done like Trump was doing it. And then another thing that Biden's doing, too, that makes him unfit, is he's forgiving all these millions and millions of dollars in student loans from the government and everything like that. Well, I'm sorry, folks. I understand that COVID happened, people were out of work and all this stuff, and they had forgiveness and all that stuff, for X amount of years and all this stuff. But not time you should have been saving up money, folks, because it's not right that you go get a loan and then you don't pay it back. That's just not cool, especially if it's from the federal government. But no, he's just forgiving these loans. Like it's nothing to him. And then that's why we're in such a bad financial mess as we are in this country because him doing stuff like that. The Afghan withdrawal, him sending millions and millions and millions over to the Ukraine. Now, I understand the Ukraine is our ally and all this stuff. We're supposed to help them, but I mean, it's just getting us in worse and worse debt doing that. And then Zelensky, needs to quit asking us for money every 5 seconds. Where's all this money going? I mean, y'all were sending troops and stuff over there to help and military equipment and everything, but where's all the money going? Hmm? Answer me that, folks. So these are just a few things of why I don't think Biden should run a second term. I mean, he says he's not going to drop out of the race and everything like that. Well, I mean, good for him. I mean, stick with your guns, man. But uh, you know, just admit it, dude. You pretty much lost. And then they want to put Kamala Harris in there in his place and all that stuff. Well, I mean, she's just as bad as him. I mean, as vice president, she ain't done nothing that I've seen worthwhile of anything. So, yeah, that's the political part of the show. Now, another thing I want to talk about, a lot of videos I've been seeing on Facebook, like the little Facebook clips or whatever, is these people that are confronting, you know, these people are like, well, I'm a him, I'm a her, I'm a, side gender, I'm tri-gender and all this stuff. I love watching those videos because, as I've said in other videos, I have friends that are gay and trans and bi and straight and everything. I mean, now, personally, it may go against my beliefs of, a man with a woman with a man, but, be who you want to be. But, but, when it gets to the point where, like there was this one guy that asked if a woman or a man was, claiming he was a woman, well, can you give me a definition of woman? And he couldn't do it because he's not a woman, folks. Okay? I'm sorry. But if you are born a man, you're a man. If you're born a woman, you're a woman. It's not that hard. Okay? Now, if you want to transition into the other gender, well, that's your thing. Do what you gotta do. But when this pronoun stuff is just ridiculous. And I can't remember what state it was right now, but there was one state that made it illegal for teachers to call you by what pronoun you want to be. If you're a male on your birth certificate, they're going to call you a male or ma'am or sir. If you're a female, they're going to call you ma'am. I mean, and that's just right because it's stupid, folks. Every time with all this pronoun BS and all this stuff, they, them, it, she, whatever, it's dumb. Like I said, I'm sorry. There's only two possible genders you can be, male or female. And if you're not happy with your gender, well, then talk to God because He's the one that made you. He's the one that created you as the gender He wanted you to be. It's not that hard, you know. So, all you people out there that may watch my show, no, I'm not picking on y'all. I'm not saying that y'all are dumb or anything like that. It's just the fact of that you're born a gender and that's the gender you are. Point blank and period. Okay? Now, I read a comment on the GTA DLC review from my good friend Jimmy James, and I'm good to go check out his podcast, Jimmy James Show A to Z, Laugh Beyond, and his YouTube channel, Jimmy James. He's got a lot of new stuff out there, and I mean, a lot of it's really good. He just did like a rhyming raplet type thing. I've not heard it yet, but I know it's gonna be good. So go check him out and go check out Rudolph Marino. Rudolph, I hope I'm saying your name right. Um, Underground Chicago Talk Radio. I think I finally got it right. I'm still catching up with this stuff, but he makes a lot of good points in his show, especially when I just heard the other day about the 14th Amendment. So be sure to go check them out and go check out my podcast too, Just an Entertainment World Review. And I haven't done one in a while, so go check it out. But anyway, Jimmy asked me to do my review on what I thought of Grand Theft Auto 6. Well, Jimmy, once the game comes out and if they make a version of it for PS4, I'll play it and then I'll let you know about it. Here soon, I'm gonna be doing the Bounty Wars or whatever it is, the Bounty DLC on Grand Theft Auto Online, and I'll review that. Um, I'm gonna be doing my Saw review part two of the 4, 5, and 6. So just be on the lookout for that. Oh, and folks, by the way, good news. I did get my settlement a couple weeks ago. I do have a truck now. It's a 2010 Chevy Silverado white. It's got some problems with it, but hey, it's a used truck, so you know. Um, so once Daniel gets his license, we will be hitting the road as promised. It's just taking us a while to get the license stuff done, but once that's done and tags are in and titles in and everything, we will be hitting the road. In the next couple weeks. So we look forward to seeing y'all across the country. If you have any movies or games or music or bands or books or anything like that that you want us to review, and games have to be on PS4 for right now. I'm sorry, folks. That's just how it has to be. Or a free one on Steam because I do got Steam on my computer. Let me know in the comments, and I will check all that out and give you my honest opinion on it. All right. Well, this has been Doc from the Doc Stewart Show. As I say on my podcast, I wish you all a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Pratanama, peace, and I will be doing another show very soon. All right. I love you all. Bye.